carrying out the bodies after Russian airstrikes destroyed several residential buildings in Kharkiv. Ukrainian officials say dozens were injured, including children. The first rockets hit early Monday morning when many people were still sleeping, like Valentina Popovicek. She says falling dust and debris woke her up and that she's lucky to be alive. The deadly shelling comes just 2 days after missile strikes killed more than 24 people in the town of Chasiv Yar in the Donetsk region in the east. In neighboring Kramatorsk, which is still under Ukrainian control, people lined up for food at an aid distribution center managed by several NGOs.
As the conflict in Ukraine intensifies, US officials claim that Iran is now planning to supply hundreds of drones with combat weapon capabilities to Russia. These drones are believed to be for assisting Russia's war in Ukraine. As per Jake Sullivan, who is the White House National Security Advisor, Iran is also preparing to train Russian forces to use these unmanned aerial vehicles. He further added that the initial training sessions were set to begin this month. Sullivan expressed doubts as to whether Iran had already supplied any drones to Russia. He said that this new piece of information supported reports that Russian military was struggling to sustain its weaponry. Previously, several reports had come out suggesting that Russia had sustained massive losses in Ukraine.
Yeah, yesterday there were reports that President Gotabaya Rajapaksa tried to flee the country, but immigration officers have confirmed to local newspapers that they did not receive any request from the president, neither did they see him at the airport. In fact, but this morning his brother and ex-finance minister Basil Rajapaksa did arrive at the airport trying to leave the country, but immigration officers stopped him. In fact, the Association of Sri Lankan Immigration Officers have completely stopped functioning and giving clearance to VIPs and have stopped their operations called Silk Route, which gives direct clearance for VIPs like the President or Prime Minister.
And I want you to know how sad I am.
Following the Prime Minister's resignation announcement last Thursday, Conservative MPs of the 1922 committee gathered to set the rules and timetable for how to replace Boris Johnson.
Someone has to grip this.
Conservative MPs are aiming to whittle down a wide field of candidates to just 2 by next Thursday. Then, over the rest of July and August, the party's 200,000 members will choose the next leader and Prime Minister. It's a tight schedule, but they want all this done by early September.
At least 50 soldiers from Ivory Coast were arrested Monday by Malian authorities. Reliable sources indicate that the soldiers had come to Mali to work for a contracting company of the United Nations mission in Mali. Members of the Malian Defense and Security Forces immediately contacted the Ivorian counterparts, who said they were unaware of the presence of the Ivorian soldiers arrested in Mali. The transition government considers them to be mercenaries, as defined by the OAU Convention on the Elimination of Mercenarism in Africa. The intent of those arrested was clearly to break the dynamic of rebuilding and securing Mali.
A view we've never seen before. A moment in time when the first stars were beginning to form, the deepest image captured of our universe 13 billion years ago.
And that light that you are seeing on one of those little specks has been traveling for over 13 billion years.
Decades in the making, 100 times more sensitive than its little brother, the Hubble, NASA's James Webb telescope launched in December. The $10 billion observatory operating 1.6 million kilometres into the cosmos. Unfolding like a flower, its iconic gold mirrors improving the infrared reflection, using galaxies to bend light, allowing astronomers to peer through clouds of gas and dust and effectively back in time.